Right now, the World Chess Championship is taking place in Singapore between Liren, the current World Chess Champion, and Gukesh, the Indian 18-year-old prodigy. Now, today's a rest day, and so I thought, what a better thing to do than to play against one of the players on the rest day. And so today, I'm going to be playing against Liren. Now, you may say, but Anna, you're at home. You're not in Singapore. How is this going to happen? Well, I'm going to play against the AI version of Liren. He has a chess bot on chess.com, and I'm going to be playing against that bot and see how well I can do. Now, it's a very strong bot, but I have defeated strong bots in the past, and I am hoping to make it as difficult for him as possible to beat me. So, let's get right into it. Now, before we continue, let me talk a little bit about traveling, because I love traveling and I travel all the time to play chess tournaments. Now, when I travel, it is crucial for me to have internet, as I think it is for most of us. And that is why I'm very excited to introduce to you the sponsor of this video, Saily. Saily is an eSIM company that makes it easy and affordable to have a local SIM card wherever you go. We all know how expensive roaming fees can be, and it is crucial to have a SIM card if you don't want to spend a bunch of money on data when you travel. We also know that public Wi-Fi isn't available in all places, and if you want to make sure that you're always connected, data is the way to go. There's literally nothing worse than being stranded in the middle of nowhere with no internet and not knowing what to do. Another amazing thing with an eSIM is that you don't have to spend several hours at the airport queuing up to find a SIM card that works for you. Instead, with Saily, you can instantly, at a very reasonable price, get an eSIM that is both compatible with iOS and Android. And if for some reason it wouldn't be compatible with your device, you will always get a full refund. Now, using Saily is super easy. Everything you have to do is just pick what country you want to have a data plan in, then choose how much data you want, and then basically pay for it. And when you do so, don't forget to use my discount code Cramling. Very easy to remember. So use Saily as your next eSIM provider when you travel, and thank you so much, Saily, for sponsoring this video. All right, let's get started. It is very difficult to beat me. I once played 100 classical games in a row without a single defeat. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, he does have an incredibly record of not losing, but so do I not. But let's do it anyways. So I'm gonna go d4. Now I'm gonna be trying to explain all my moves so that you also learn something. I'm gonna try to make sure that when you leave this video, you actually feel like you've become a better chess player. That's my goal. So he's saying that d4 is his favorite opening move, and I love that because I agree. So knight f6, I'm gonna go c4. Okay, what is he gonna do? He's going e6. So he wants to play the Nimzo Indian, which is when you put the knight here and then place the bishop there. So I'm gonna try to trick him. I'm gonna go knight f3 to avoid him playing this. Okay, he's playing d5. I'll bring out my other knight now as well. And wow, he's playing like a semi-Tarrasch thing, which is when you play c5 and immediately try to go for white center. So here I have a few options. I can either take and go something like g3, which I quite like, just to fianchetto my bishop, or I can play e3, but then this bishop will be sad for the rest of the game, as it's going to be blocked. So I think I'm going to take here, and the reason I want to take there is because I don't want him at any point to take. I take with the knight and play e5, but now this is still possible. Now he's saying some white words. Keeping tension in the position shows patience. This is a virtue in chess as in life. Is he saying that I didn't show tension by changing pawns, or is this a roast? Maybe not. Okay, so he's taking back with the knight. So what if I go e4? What if I go e4? Could play it. Actually, I'm going to go e4 because if takes, the center will be very nicely protected. We take everything. Now I have a beautiful center. Maybe he's going to go check, but I'll just simply go bishop d2. Did you miss this check? No, I didn't. Wait, why is he roasting me? What? Why is he roasting me after literally like 10 moves? All right, so castles, and I want to go bishop d3 because I want to put this bishop on this diagonal, but the problem then is that this knight might come in. Actually, yeah, this. Actually, I quite like this because my idea is that after knight c6, I'm gonna play e5. If takes, takes, and takes, I can now go, you know, there was a trick where I won the queen. So he's not taking. This pawn will be weak for a little while though. But my idea was to also make this pawn pretty weak. So I wanted to go queen f4, which looks very crazy. Looks very crazy. The idea of queen f4 is that if rook d8, I'm going to play queen here. I don't know if it really works though. I think actually I'm going to start by castling and then just bringing in a rook. I'm going to be a little bit slower in this position. I'll go here. Now the idea is that once again, if takes, 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 there's this final check. And now he goes f5, but I think this is going to weaken his king quite a lot. Like, what if I take, and go something like queen g7? Actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to ampersand. So now my idea is that I wanted to go, once again, he cannot take here because I have this check. I wanted to see what happens if I go queen f4. These pawns are now getting very weak. I'm going to go queen f4. Goes queen g7, which is kind of what I thought he would. But if I can just get a rook left here would be everything. This pawn is now very defended as well, which is quite nice. So what if... This is another idea. The problem is that this pawn is hanging. Bishop c4 is also a move that I quite like, because this bishop is now not doing so much on d3. And I want to prepare this. Problem is that he might go there. Then I can probably just play bishop b5. Actually, I'm going to go here. So he moves. Now the idea is that if this... Actually, if this move is not possible because I take and I sacrifice the queen. Do I want to open everything up this much? Because this pawn is right now blocking the bishop, which is what I like. What if I go here and just attack the pawn? Yeah, I like this actually. Just simply attacking the pawn. f5. Now threatening here even more. But is it just me or is Ding's king so weak right now? Like what? I'm so confused. Like it feels like I'm winning, but I'm also playing against Ding Liren, so it feels like, or against his bot. So I also feel like that feels crazy, but where do I go? What if I take? We should always be in chess analyzing all the checks, captures, and attacks. So I need to analyze this capture. This capture is the first thing for me to think about. So if bishop takes pawn, then if takes, takes. If takes, the question is, can I go... Yeah, no, there isn't really any question. Not sure I want to take. Another idea is for me to push. Because if this... Yes, this I like. Okay, this I really like. Because now, this is a really nice move. Because now if pawn takes, I'll go bishop takes. If rook takes, I win the queen. And I'm still blocking this bishop. So maybe something like knight here would be played. But now we're controlling this f7 square, preparing a check like this. This move I find amazing. I'm actually really proud of that move. I think that was a really good move that I made. I'm really happy. All right, so now he's threatening a checkmate in one, which obviously we're going to prevent. So either we go g3 or we go knight here. Now, what I don't like about knight there is that this move becomes very poisonous because I cannot take it anymore. So g3 looks by far like the most natural move. The only problem could be something like queen g4. But then after this and pawn takes, I can even... Actually, I'm not sure where I'll go. I'll probably just do something like this and play against this bishop. I will definitely not be worse, I think. Queen g4. I'm spotting a lot of these moves. I'm actually really proud. Yeah, so queen g4. Now he's threatening to take my queen, and then I can't take it back because this is pinned. So I need to deal with the situation. I can't just take the knight. So my initial reaction is just to take. Rook takes could be an option. Definitely could be an option. Then I'm probably just simply going to go rook c1. And then I'm still threatening a lot of different things. And I'm improving my pieces. I do think I'll be slightly better in all of those positions. Not a lot better, but just slightly. We also need to analyze, what happens if I moved my queen? Like, let's say I would go queen here. Well, then this is hanging. So I don't like it. So yeah, we got to take here, I think. Positional players like me feel comfortable playing without a queen. Your only chance was to see complications and attack. I'm in control now. Would Ding really talk like this? I can't see him saying these words in real life. He feels like such a calm player. He's so confident in this game. So he takes with the rook. And so now there's two options. I need to analyze all the takes. Also this takes, because rook takes, I do have this, but it doesn't work. So rook takes bishop is the threat. If this takes, takes, there isn't really much. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go rook c1, I think, to defend my bishop and to also put my rook in an active square. I quite like this move. So takes, we'll go bishop takes, now threatening the knight. Oh, I guess I did a stupid thing here. I didn't analyze all the checks, captures, and attacks the way that I should. And I didn't analyze what happens if rook check, which I definitely should have. Wow, this is the reason for why you don't make that mistake. You always have to analyze them. I just capture it back immediately. Rook e8 check, here, king there. After takes, this bishop is stuck. Bishop literally cannot move anywhere because the rook is hanging, which would have made it a lot more difficult for him to play the game. Wow, this was a big chance that I had there. Okay, that's kind of sad. But we do have a good option here, which is of going takes, and after bishop takes, knight here, threatening the rook and threatening this. And the only thing that I see actually after this is for him to go rook a4. And then after, to try to trade off. But after this, and rook e2, I mean, it's going to be a very drawish It's not going to be that drawish, actually, because he's going to have a passed pawn. Yeah, that was a great chance that I had. But I have some great chances this game. It would be so crazy if we saved it. Yeah, so I think actually it's equal material. I think I'm going to go for this. Has to take with the bishop pretty much. And then I'm going to go knight here. I think now only move is rook a4. And now, I mean, this check, does it do anything? No. I'll take there. Has to take back. And I don't want to take this because I don't like the idea of him winning my a pawn. And this pawn is very weak. And this one as well. We see that I have 2 pawn islands right now. Whereas he has 1, 2, 3, 4 pawn islands. So I guess I'll go rook c2. Defending this pawn and kind of attacking this one. Or will I go rook here? Or rook there, I mean. Because here I'm not threatening this pawn anymore. Whereas here I'm still threatening it. If this, let's say he goes there. Then I can go rook f5. Yeah. I'm gonna win this pawn. Only way of saving it is by going there. Then I'll go rook f5. Only way really of defending all the pawns is going rook f8. But then I'll win it like this. I really like rook e2 actually. Now what happens? If rook f5, he's gonna go f4. That's the idea. That is the idea. I could play f4 myself, but it's a bit... Then maybe c5 comes. Another idea is rook c5, threatening this pawn. If he goes here, then I win it. This is to go rook h5. No, it's to go rook e7. Because how do you defend h7? Wow, am I winning? I think this move is really good. Because now what happens if rook e7? How do you prevent rook h5? So let's see. Rook here. If f3 and this, there's no checkmate in one, and this would actually just lead to a draw, probably. Which I would be extremely happy with. I mean, drawing Ding Liren would be crazy. Wow. Okay, I've been so focused this game. I'm really happy. So, I think I'm getting excited. I'm feeling the tension. I think I go rook e7. Because if I go here immediately, there's going to be rook c7 defending. Here I'm stopping that. I'm giving up a pawn, but it doesn't matter because there's this. And so, if f3, there's no checkmate. No, I'm going to go here. I don't really understand this move. Now I take back like this, and you still can't stop. What am I missing? You can still not stop this. I guess the idea is just that he doesn't care. I'm gonna draw at least. Okay, I have a draw in this moment. By just infinity checking. I cannot take this. Well, actually I can. Like, that is the question. Do I play for the win now? Am I greedy? I mean, the question is, I know this is a bit crazy, but there's a line which goes rook check, king here, rook takes, only move, because I'm threatening checkmate, only move is to take back. And then takes here, here, here. I cannot do it because this pawn promotes. What I have to do is check, king here, takes, after rook takes, check, king here, takes. I'm threatening the pawn. If rook a5, I'm gonna be better or winning. King d6, it's also the same king here. It's not winning in any way. It's probably a draw. But, like, if somebody can win, it's me. Or is it? Because this pawn gets very strong. Problem is my king gets cut off. Oh, wow. I could also chill because there's no way of ever stopping all of this. And I could literally just start pushing my pawns. Like, I could go something like f4. Because king f4. Do I take the draw or do I keep going? I kind of want to try to beat him. Now the idea and the point is that let's say you do something like this, threatening checkmate. And then it's going to be a forced draw because I have to go for it. This check here. Yeah. I could also go g4. G4. This is one of the situations where it looks like it's winning, but it's not really clear how it is. The only way that I can try to see it is winning this pawn and playing rook versus rook and king. These two pawns versus this one. And honestly, maybe that's what I should do. So check, king here. Okay, if this pawn was here, it'd be winning. The problem is f4 here. No. Yeah, so this takes... Yeah, I mean, it's still probably going to be a draw, but I feel like it's nicer to show you this endgame. So I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go check. I'm going to take here. Now we're threatening this pawn. Important for me to get the pawn out here. And then I'm going to go king f1. Wait, this is not losing for me, is it? Because I have to bring my king. King is so important in all of these endgames. And now I wanted to go g4 and start playing with this pawn. I think this is completely fine. King e3. And now he's going kind of back and forth, but now there's check. Check here. The problem is this. We go check. King e2. Huh. If I trade rooks, it's obviously just amazing. Yeah, I think this is a draw, actually. Could just go here and win the pawn. This. I don't see anything more. Check, rook, rook e2. Problem then is that this pawn falls after this. I have to be able to go there. This. Yeah, I think I gotta go for that. I think I gotta just take this pawn, to be honest. Now we go here. And I'm gonna end up being a pawn up, but this endgame is unfortunately a draw. Because I'll place my rook over here, defending the pawn, but the king will just come in. And it'll be a draw. Okay. Okay, well, I mean, we ended up drawing. Which I am happy about. I mean, I drew Liren. I don't know if I had anything else. I'm gonna do a game review, but it's saying that I had 0 mistakes, 0 blunders, and 0 missed wins. And thing is saying it played very solidly. How about a rematch? So I'm gonna do a game review because I really want to see how the game was, and I want to check what my accuracy was. Okay, so actually, yeah, I was better for almost the whole game. The game ended in a draw, but you missed the chance to win. This is a good learning opportunity. Wow, look at it's saying that I played like a 2750 and Ding like a 2700, and that we played an amazing middle game, but my accuracy was slightly lower than his anyways. So I'm gonna just go to a critical moment because I want to see where it is that I was winning. This looked really wrong when he played it. So let me just put the analysis on here. So here are the best moves for me to play d5, which I did. G3 was the best move here as well. Oh, now I had queen h6, which I did not see, sacrificing the bishop. The idea being to be able to play knight g5. So here, it's already almost a draw. And here I took. I should have gone knight e5 immediately, apparently. Takes. Oh, so here I could also have just gone for this immediately. I didn't have to do the whole thing that I did. But rook c5, and now rook e7 was the best move. Takes, rook h5, takes, and I just want to see if I had anything better. King f8. Yeah, now it's either giving a draw, like by going here and then back and forth, because after this the king has to go there to avoid the checkmate, or... Yeah, so this was a mistake, but I really don't see still how to keep going. Like this, let's say you go... Oh, let's say you go something like rook e8. Like, I get that I'm better. I just don't see how I'm winning. But I guess the engine is just saying that I'm better here. Okay, wow, what a game. I'm really happy with the game, though. So this is how I did versus Liren. I drew. I'm super happy about that. Try your chances of beating Liren as well, and let me know in the comments how it went. And thank you so much, Saily, for sponsoring this video. If I would have gone to Singapore to see the World Chess Championship match in person, I would have been using Saily. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all in my next video.